Oh, couples therapy. Kelly, Rick, and Lewis on the Morning Blitz. It's brought to you by Lion's Den, the official store of pleasure, passion, and romance. And we have an email here. This one, man, I don't know. I've never had to deal with anything like this. Maybe somebody listening has, but here we go. Hi, guys. I'm 40 years old. My husband and I were young parents. We were both 19 when we had our first son. He is now 21, our son, and informed us he was bringing his new girlfriend to Thanksgiving. Much to our surprise, he walked in with a woman who had to be my age or close to it. I didn't have the nerve to ask how old. Apparently, they met on a dating app. They were really cozy with each other, and she was constantly calling him babe, running her fingers through his hair, and when we got up from dinner, she actually straightened his shirt like he was 12. It felt very weird and motherly. To top it off, we were informed she is taking him to Turks and Caicos the week of Christmas, and she had the nerve to say, "That makes your Christmas easy. You can give him spending money for the trip." I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I know I'm extra sensitive because it's my kid, but this is weird, right? My husband says I should keep my mouth shut and wait it out because it definitely won't last, but I am ready to lose it. That is from Annie in Delaware County. I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not you. That's what I'll say first.
Oh, I feel your stress, though.
Now, Kelly, you've heard me talk about Thin Rick.
Yes.
His daughter met an older guy, much older guy. She was like 20, I want to say 23, and he was 41. And he, career Air Force guy, was like disciplined, career, you know, if the ages were close, like your dream son-in-law. Yeah. And Rick was ready to lose his mind. It turned out they got along great. They got married. Now Rick has a grandkid. They have a great life. They are happy. And I'm like, well, see?
Oh, okay.
You know, so you never know.
Which dating app was he on? Do we know? Was it one of those good dating apps where you're just trying to meet someone and find a meaningful relationship, or the one where you're looking for whores?
Yeah, I don't know if it was, you know, I don't know.
But it worked out in his case.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Great life. Everybody's very happy. They're happy to call him son, and so you just never know. Age doesn't always mean that much.
Yeah, I mean, look, your kid's 21 years old. He's figuring out life right now, and he's got a sweet little sugar mama to take him to Turks and Caicos.
Sugar mama.
And I would venture to say it's not going to last, especially if she's treating him like a child. She's straightening out his shirt and stuff. He's not going to take that his whole life. Like, that starts to feel weird when somebody's correcting how your shirt is and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that is bizarre. I am with you. 100% weird, but I agree with your husband. You have to keep your mouth shut and write it out. Let your kid just have this experience and figure it out for himself, because he's not going to do what you say anyway, right? I mean, when it comes to love, like, we're all deaf and we're all blind. Like, we can't see the truth. We have to experience it and crash and burn ourselves. Don't say anything. Keep your relationship with your son intact through this, and be there for him when Sugar Mama walks out the door.
There's two things. One, your son took a trip to Cougar Town, and that happens from time to time, you know. But two, I don't care what age you are and how long you've been with someone. I don't think you ever want someone to pet your hair and pet you in front of your parents at a holiday get-together. Yeah. Like, that's a red flag for me right there. I'm like, hang on. Let's have some, like, you know, decency maybe? I don't know.
That's got to be a tough thing. It's the holidays, right? And your kid brings home, regardless of age, whatever, but somebody you just don't approve of and cannot stand.
Even in a long-term relationship, I don't want to be pet in front of my parents. Like, I just don't.
And this woman has no shame that she's the mom's age, and she's got her hands all over this woman's son. I mean, you have no shame, lady.
I bet she's very controlling, like tells him everything to do, dresses him, everything.
And says, give your kids spending money. That is such a childish thing, like, to treat your supposed boyfriend like he's a little tiny boy who needs his shirt straightened, and he needs spending money for Christmas.
Did she walk up to mom, and we really know how to raise him right, don't we, and fist bump her?
Yeah, right.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you got to keep your mouth shut, though, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Don't make your son mad. Just let him go. This is too awkward to work out.
Well, because if you oppose and say no, and this is unacceptable, you're just going to push him further towards her.
You don't want me to be happy.
It's funny you mentioned you talked about we don't listen when we're in love and everything. I like to think of was Bad Omen song, "The Death of Peace." Love is the death of peace of mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wonder if someone said sounds planned. Bet he did it on purpose. I wonder if he did that just to make his parents uncomfortable.
There could be deeper issues. I had the same thought. Like, is he trying to solve some mommy issue by dating someone his mom's age? You know how they say that psychologically you're trying to work out things from your past or whatever in your relationship sometimes? And you wonder, I hate to say that because we don't know. This is like, one quick letter here, but you do kind of wonder why people choose the people they choose. But I just say, look, this kid's 21. He's getting a free trip to Turks and Caicos. He has to put up with someone petting his head and straightening out his shirt. I mean, and plus, listen, Annie in Delaware County, you don't have to spend Christmas with her. So that's the good news. Like, let them go off. You guys have a good Christmas, and I don't know. Please let us know. Like, write us in February and let us know if this thing's still happening.
He's right now, he's just having fun. He thinks it's a good time, and it probably is. He's got himself an experienced woman, and she's probably got, it's not somebody he probably has to pay for everything for. She's probably got, a job. I mean, they're going to Turks and Caicos for Christmas, so let him have fun. I agree with Dad. It's not going to last, and if it does last, then maybe she turns out to be great, like my situation with my friend Rick.
Can we get his perspective? And would it start something, "Dear Penthouse, this kind of thing never happens to me"?
Yeah. So I gotta agree with your husband, Annie. I'm sure it's driving you crazy. The less you see of her, the better it will be, I'm guessing.
Here we go. If gender rules were reversed, would you guys have a stronger opinion about a 21-year-old girl dating a 40-year-old man?
No, legit question.
Yes, I
agree.
Question. Absolutely legit question.
No, I wouldn't, because maturity-wise, they're probably closer to being in the same place.
Yeah, I mean, that is in that question that he brought up is exactly why I brought up my friend Rick's situation.
Yeah.
With his 23-year-old daughter and 41-year-old boyfriend. Now they're married. Got a kid. Happy.
It would be very uncomfortable if the person that your child brought home was your age. That, no matter if it is a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that is really awkward.
And I don't have a problem with the age. If you want to date if you want to go to Cougar Town, that's fine. I just have more of a problem with the petting and straightening the shirt in front of the parents. That's where my issue lies.
Ronnie said it great. He goes, "You make her your best friend. Tell your son she's perfect for him. He'll break up with her before the end of the year." Probably true. You could try that, Annie. You could definitely try that. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Watch the mom be, Gerald says, watch the mom be over-exaggerating this whole thing. His sleeve was half rolled up. She just knocked it down, but since the mom is heated, she saw it a different way. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Does this even qualify as the word girlfriend, or is it a new woman friend? Either way.
Yeah, because somebody texted in, she hit that high sex drive of early 40s.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, there is a maturity thing, and women are more mature than men are, especially, let me rephrase, most men. Most women are more mature than most men, especially men in their early 20s.
Yeah.
I can say this, because I'm still not mature. And I'm not in my early 20s.
Does she even qualify for the word girlfriend, or is this my new woman friend? Ask Matt.
That sounds better than when Lewis read it a minute ago.
Right. Okay, that means
he did put more of a soap opera spin on it than I just read it. He got into it.
That happens to one of us. That happens to one of us every week, and that means we're done with the advice for couples therapy.